Stellar Blade is one of my favorite video games that came out in 2024, with the gameplay, music, story, and the character designs. In this video, I will explain why I love Stellar Blade so much. But before we get started, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe for more. I think we're stepping into the golden age of good female protagonists lately. With 2B, A2, Clear Obscure Girls, and Eve, I like the developers made Eve a sexy, feminine character. She is beautiful, and I like dressing up in different outfits. Not only with Eve's beauty, but her character development is also refreshing to see. She starts out being cold and only wants to focus on taking out Alpha Natibas. But as you go along the story and the side mission, you get to see Eve's soft, caring side, especially towards Lily. When she transfers Taki powers to Eve, you can see how appreciative she is to Lily. It was such a sweet moment. As a woman myself, seeing a well-written character who happens to be sexy and feminine makes me feel even more empowered. Music soundtrack was my favorite OST that came out in 2024. I listen to the OST all the time in my real life. Some songs give near vibes, but for the most part, it has its own identity, which is good. Also with the PC launch, they added new music for the campsite.
Ma voix brûle ardemment de fragiles sentiments. Chaque note qui s'en évade porte un secret. Un battement dans le silence, un cri noyé dans l'absence. Et sous la lune je pense.
I don't pay attention to music in video games, but when there is good music, I like the game even more. The gameplay is really smooth for PC and PS5. It's super fun with the parries, dodges, and skill points you put on depending on the playstyle you want. Different combos are really cool, and the different abilities like beta skills and burst skills. I really enjoy Tachi's mode a lot with the different abilities you could do in her mode. I always spin her spamming move a lot because it's more effective and I can get more damage off consecutively. It's a solid action-packed video game with a bit of Souls-like elements. Let's talk about the characters and what I think about them. First, let's start with Adam. Since we discovered his true identity at the end of the game, I wish he had more of an enigmatic and possessed a aura that piqued my curiosity and made me want to learn more about him. Something like V for Devil May Cry with his presence. You're curious about who he truly is. Adam was boring and not interesting. He was your guide to help you with missions, and then he reveals that he was the Elder Natiba, which I know that was the point of his character in the beginning, but it could have been executed better. I feel like Adam's writing could have been better since he played a significant role at the end of the game. Now let's get into my favorite character, Raven. From the beginning, I was always curious about her. She left us pause of her explaining what she found out during her mission. Little by little, she starts revealing the truth about Natibas and humans. We later found out that she was the Alpha Natiba that killed Tachi. We go to find Anna and re-encounter Raven, leading to a fight. We witness her true nature, revealing her descent into madness as she develops into her ideals. For some reason, I find myself particularly drawn to crazy yandere characters in video games or anime, and Raven fits this trope perfectly. Her character design and her long hair and striking beauty is truly captivating. Her outfit and her sword are equally impressive. I even have a mod that allows her to look like her, enabling me to play the game because I love her so much. What I truly enjoyed was her boss battle. It was an exhilarating experience. The boss music that played during the fight was epic, and her combos and moves were incredibly impressive. It's easily my second favorite fight in the entire game. The gameplay was incredible. We finally face her, and as she removes her mask, we see her true emotions. Upset that Adam chose Eve to fuse with instead of her. This jealousy fuels her yandere tendency, driving her want to eliminate Eve. It was compelling and a cinematic experience. Raven is undoubtedly my favorite character in the entire game, and I genuinely believe she is the most intriguing character as well. I hope that in the future, the developers consider creating a prequel or a DLC about Raven. I'm eager to learn more about her backstory and how she met Adam. Now let's talk about the story. Initially, after completing the game, I watched all of the endings. While I found the story intriguing, I couldn't recall much of it because I felt the story was weak and it didn't stick with me. However, during my research for this video, I visited Reddit to seek others' opinions on the story and read some breakdowns provided by Reddit users. Now, I genuinely like the story. I'm not going to go into the story too much, but here's a critique/breakdown I had found. Reddit user said, more sections of the plot point should have been distributed into the main story. More cutscenes relating to it, showing us what the colony is like in space, or even perhaps video footage that might have survived that shows some key events/discussions that happened during the Natiba experiments and Mother Spirit's adventure portrayal of humanity. I couldn't agree more. The storytelling should have been more fluent, but since this is the devs' first big game, I will give them a pass. I hope their second game is more fleshed out and better storytelling. So those are my thoughts on why I love Stellar Blade. This is my first video essay style, so please leave constructive criticism in the comment section below. My next livestream playthrough will be Wu-Chang Fallen Feather. It released on July 23rd, so catch my stream if you want to chat. You can also catch me on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch as I multi-stream. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.